I am the Archivist, and tonight we open another forgotten chapter. There are disasters that arrive with sirens, others with fire, with earthquakes, with storms. But some arrive in silence, no warning, no explosion, no chance to run, only a breath that never returns. In the remote northwestern highlands of Cameroon, near the border with Nigeria, there is a lake. Its name is Nyos. At first glance, it is unremarkable. A quiet body of water, surrounded by green hills, far from cities, far from industry, far from anything that might suggest danger. To the people who lived nearby, it was simply part of life. Villages rested peacefully along its slopes. Families farmed the land, raised cattle, fetched water, and slept beneath calm, open skies. Children ran through fields, elders gathered in the evenings, and the nights were still. Nothing about Lake Nyos suggested that it held a secret. Nothing that warned of what was building beneath its surface, because far below the lake, deep beneath the earth, something was happening. Lake Nyos sits atop a volcanic region, and from the depths below, carbon dioxide gas was slowly rising, seeping into the lake, dissolving into its waters. Year after year, it accumulated, trapped, compressed, hidden beneath layers of still water, like pressure building in a sealed chamber, waiting. Then, on the night of August 21st, 1986, everything changed. There was no storm, no earthquake, no warning signs, just silence. And then, something disturbed the balance. In an instant, the lake erupted, not with fire, but with gas. A massive column of carbon dioxide burst upward, forcing millions of cubic meters of gas out of the water and into the air. The surface of the lake churned violently, as if it were boiling from within. A cloud formed, invisible, odorless, deadly, and then it began to move. The gas, heavier than air, spilled over the edges of the lake and rolled downhill, like fog, like a slow, silent tide, flowing into valleys, into homes, into entire villages. People woke in the darkness, confused, struggling to breathe. Some tried to stand, others called out. But there was no time, no warning, no understanding of what was happening. The gas replaced the oxygen, and within moments, everything went still. By morning, the silence was absolute. Over 1,700 people gone. Thousands of livestock collapsed where they stood. Entire families lying peacefully, as if they had simply fallen asleep and never awakened. When survivors from nearby areas arrived, they didn't understand what they were seeing. There were no burns, no injuries, no signs of struggle, just stillness. A village frozen in time. The truth would take time to uncover. Scientists would later call it a limnic eruption, a rare and terrifying phenomenon where gas trapped beneath a lake is suddenly released in a massive, suffocating cloud. Lake Nyos had become a natural trap, and that night, it emptied. Today, Lake Nyos still exists. Its waters appear calm, unchanged, but beneath the surface, the memory remains. Efforts have been made to release the gas slowly, to prevent it from building again, but the danger has never completely disappeared. Because this disaster leaves behind a question, not of what we can see, but of what we cannot. How many other places hide danger beneath calm surfaces? How many threats Wait, unseen, unheard. Some disasters burn, some shake the earth, some tear through cities without mercy. But this one took the air itself, quietly, completely, without a sound. If you found this story as haunting as I did, and you want to uncover more forgotten chapters like this, consider subscribing, because there are still many stories buried in silence, waiting to be told. I am the Archivist, and this was another forgotten chapter.